as well for me. Or the person I'm rescuing.
That doesn't mean you don't sometimes have the urge to do it.
Alright, here we go.
Shoot.
Are we still doing partners for this or roles?
Roll. He was at B.
This one is...
Healers go far.
Healers go far. So we don't want to roll.
It says don't cross.
That's awkward.
Odds, evens. 1, 3. Spreads, clocks. Middle. Light parties. Get B in front of him. He's awkward. Cross. Starting at 1. So clockwise, come to A. Rotate back after the third one. Fourth one, sorry. Stay on the inside. Turn around. Stay on the inside.
I got aided. Need an extra on C.
Nope.
Are you involving that, Kane? I forgot.
Yeah, I was.
Okay, I'll stay away from it then.
Just in case we need to adjust for something.
Yeah, we'll give the healers a break, 'cause we're not going to need invulns anywhere else during that, right?
just an observation on that. The people, there were a few people who were just doing really wide arcs. Like, you actually can run almost directly over the middle dot, and you're fine. For both the zigzag and the middle circle thing. So it's like you're actually hanging out on the one-way mark. Or sorry, like for that one, it was like we started at 3 and then we were running to 1, for instance. Like since it was circle, you can start at 4 and then basically like run to the one-way mark, and then just like kind of book it almost straight to 3, and then.
Let me show you. Like I just run like this
Like here is enough.
to this, and then back.
Yeah, like that. This is enough. This is enough right here. Just this amount of motion.
Like you don't want to stand here though. Careful about that because you will get clipped by that puddle. But you have to
Right.
run. You have to run a full 180. But
Yeah, and then you can just hang out in the corner, but you have to remember after the last dodge to book it to your puddle.
yes.
Oh, I screwed up. I got hit by one because he jumps one further when he comes back.
That's why you want to like just like hang out around here after you run back.
No, I thought is like I thought he only goes back to his starting position, so I screwed up myself up on that one. That's why I died.
Right. Good first pull.
Forward.
Also, I didn't have food up that pole.
All right. What should I have for dinner?
Carrot pudding.
Carrot pudding. It's like everyone.
To freeze, shred, steam, and bake carrots into this smooth pudding requires both time and skill. I think I have neither of those.
Garlic pizza.
Alright, here-
Actually, I am 100% certain it has garlic on it. Yes.
This is don't cross. Odds, evens. 4-2. Clocks. Middle. Light parties. Behind. Cross. Starting at 4. Clockwise, get to D. Stay on the inside. Turn around.
I didn't move far enough. Ah!
I'll
Ah.
cover Garrett's spot.
See.
That's fine.
Oh, we had more than one people dead.
We had 2 deaths.
That's gonna be a fail.
I guess
Actually,
I'll practice.
it's not
it. Never mind.
Oh,
I think,
right.
yeah.
We've lived through that, didn't we? Though.
We've lived through
You
1.
can live 1. You can't live 2. 2 is instant death.
Were there 2?
There
were
was
2.
only one. He ate the other one.
Oh.
Well, I think eating that's also a problem.
The sonic howl went off like right after, so we took the damage from the thing exploding, and then he did the
Mhm.
AoE and we died.
Yeah, the size of those 2 hits does not seem like we should live through it. But I thought we had, but I don't know.
Depending on timing, sometimes they come one
So,
second
yeah.
apart, sometimes it just happens at the same time. You're just dead. Thanks, game.
Don't cross. Odds, evens. 1, 3. Clocks. Front. Cross. Starting at 3. Zigzag going counterclockwise after the second explosion. Go. Follow the healers, or in 2-side cane. Go to the side with 2. Second group goes long, first group stays in. You can be onside the explosion. And then come to the middle afterward. Come to the middle, watch for him. Stay on this side. After it goes, you can run across. Run. I'm gonna face him in the corner. Tank Buster. Alright, same thing, follow the healers. Or square, triangle, whatever. Inside's over here.
Oh, safe side.
Safe side.
After the explosion, cross over and then spreads. Spreads. And stack on healers. Step into melee, heavy mitigation. Heavy shielding.
Oh, busy, busy. Eat it.
We're gonna get an extra ad here, get ready to kill it soon. Heavy DPS on the ad. The ad's at 2.
Get in front, get in front, get in front.
Oh shit.
Up front.
Cross. Kill that ad.
I don't think we're gonna kill the ad, just need mid.
Ad's dead, we're good. Tank Buster.
Furious typing.
I have him. Pointing him at A.
Let me raise.
Using cooldowns. Ruby 5 or 6, sorry. Alright, commit to a side that has 2 in it. Just come to the one side. Two team go long.
Yep.
Okay, wait for them. Cross over. Get behind him. Knock back.
Oh, I step away.
Tank buster.
Can you get there? Okay.
I'm trying. Okay, I'm racing. I have nothing for this.
Clocks. Middle. Lights.
Wait, don't play that.
Front. Cross. He's gonna start doing a bunch of AoEs, 5 of them, and then enrage. Tank buster. Unbolting.
I have temperance. Whenever he starts.
Oh, I'm just dead, okay.
Oh.
This is the first AoE. Heavy miss on all of these.
They're really fast.
Smoke them if you got them.
Oh, Jesus.
Shit. He's gonna do one more, and then he's gonna start casting Enrage. Now he's gonna cast Enrage. Let's keep going, we should be okay. He's a long cast bar. Yep.
Easy. It's fine.
Easy.
Flawless.
2 chests. And 2 necklaces.
Man, we are 3 for 5 for necklaces.
I'm pretty sure I'm winning those earrings. Sorry, everybody.
That's the only one I could roll on.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and pass. You're not gonna beat me, it's fine. In fact, all of you could do that. It'd be fine. Ugh, someone be my one? This is bullshit. I'm leaving. Oh, I still got a thing.
I don't need any of those.
See if I can pull any of this materia out. Probably not.
I'm curious what your take is, placeholder. Do you think that Thunder belongs on Black Mage? I feel like it doesn't.
Historically, like, yeah.
Mechanically.
From a Final Fantasy perspective, yeah. I mean, you've always had access to Thunder magic, I think, right?
Yeah, but I'm talking about mechanically, from the way that it plays, because it's just like its own separate thing that's unrelated to everything else you're doing, and it like doesn't really line up that well. It's just kind of there.
If it was called something else, would it be fine? Because I like having it. Is it the fact that it's Thunder aspected and not like
No.
a Frostfire dot is what bothers you?
No, it's the fact that like you've got your Ino-chan, alternating between your fire and your ice and your procs and stuff like that, and it's like, and then you've got your gauge, which builds based off of Enochian, which gets you Fowls and Xenos. But then there's this like other thing that you cast that's not really dependent on anything else that you do. Like, it's not related to whether or not you're in fire or ice.
But it's extra movement. Why would you ever not want more movement? Because every sharp cast is supposed to be going into it, so you should always have a Thundercloud proc stocked at any given time, so you just always have a movement option. Now that you have 2 sharp casts, it's nice.
Yeah, but like, they could just give you an extra stack of Swift Cast or something.
They did. They give you 2 extra, in fact. Called it triple cast. I don't know, maybe I'm just been doing it for so long, but the class would feel really weird without Thunder. What would you do for the last part of your ice phase? You just go back into fire, but then you can get mana screwed on server ticks every now and then, because the Thunder fills in that gap for those reasons. I guess you could put a Xeno into it, but then the same problem happens where you're just losing a movement option for nothing. If you want to get rid of Thunder and the way it functions, you have to replace it with something. And
Well, yeah. I mean, you would have to replace it with something.
I don't think you would lose. I don't think you would not cap on, at least at level 90, if you didn't have Thunder in Ice Phase, because Blizzard 4, Paradox, and then your full mana.
but then you have to use Blizzard 4.
Is that not a thing anymore?
I mean, it's not great. It's pretty much like it's the spell you want to least use if you can, kind of a thing.
Then is the balance gaslighting me in their Black Mage guide?
So, you remember that thing I sent you, Salenta?
Mhm.
In that entire opener, Blizzard 4 is cast once, and that's like, I don't know, how many GCDs is that? It's a lot.
I've been looking at some Black Mage stuff, and there's a lot I still don't understand. So but I don't understand why.
It's all to stay in fire more. If you're
Yeah.
not in fire, you're having a bad time. And Blizzard 4 is something you can't cast in fire, so you want to avoid casting it.
But it keeps you in fire longer.
Yeah, but it's also a GCD, which is like not great. I don't know, like I said, that thing I sent you, Salenta, is probably close to 30 or 40 GCDs, and it's one Blizzard 4 and all of that.
Yeah.
You really don't want to be using Blizzard 4 unless you have to.
Isn't Blizzard 4 though what gives you the paradox in
No,
fire phase?
No, just switching between the sex does. Aspects, whatever you want to call them. Stances. There was in Shadowbringers, that's the one. There were a lot of hot rotations that didn't use it at all, and weren't even like big brain strats. You just went into fire faster. You got out faster, but you went back in faster, and it ended up being a net positive to just skip the Blizzard 4 more often than not. And the openers too, I'm sure you're doing an opener that doesn't use Blizzard 4, it probably just starts in fire, right? Yeah, ice is a trap. Just stay away from ice.
I mean, I'm not sure that I totally buy this, because I need to understand what's going on here, because like sometimes this thing that you've posted, like it's got this Blizzard 4 in here. So it's got 1, so there are times when you should hit it. But a bunch of the other times, you transpose, but you, you still don't have a proc.
You transpose to get paradoxes.
Right, but you're transposing to get Paradox, and then you're just hard casting Fire 3 anyway?
I mean...
I don't get it.
It's a DPS increase, I don't know what you want to tell you.
Don't you just get Paradox by staying in Ino-chan?
Basically.
No, well, yeah, but you have to switch aspects to get a stack of paradoxes. And so the goal is to be using transposes to switch them. Because every transpose is equal to 1 paradox, basically. And a lot of this involves using procs and stuff so that you're not clipping things, and every now and then you'll have to cast
Except when it
3.
doesn't, because sometimes it does, and that makes a little bit more sense if there's a proc. But if you don't have a proc, I don't get it.
I wish I could explain it to you better, because it's hard for me to break it down, because a lot of it just becomes intuition after a while, I think, where like you don't even need to look at what you're doing and what you have, you just kind of know, and you just, I'm casting fire right now. And in like 30 things, I'll put a Blizzard 4 out because I'm going to have to, but other than that, I'm just not.
As fascinating as this is, I don't know why we're not in the next thing yet. Is Kanata waiting for something?
I think I was in a haze when we cleared this in normal, so this will be interesting. I don't actually remember any of this.
There's like little spikes that have sound waves coming out of them or something, filling up a square, and then sometimes they swap spots, and you get parasites.
Wow, none of that sounds anything remotely familiar. I really don't remember this fight then.
Yeah, they've got
The poison snakes?
yeah. And they stun you and they make you spit out a triangle.
Little
Oh,
sign gazes.
I guess I haven't been zoomed in on a character to see what happens.
Well, you know it's a parasite because that's what the debuff says. Man, I haven't been keeping up with Harry Potter, but Hermione's sure looking weird. I went to go place some waymarks, but I don't have these saved. Weird.
I know somebody else has the first fight saved, so I'll save these.
Are these where they actually go, or?
Nope. This is just so that we have something to talk about.
I don't know if there's stacked mechanics or not, but I might as well.
They've been putting those in a lot.
I mean,
Also, her hitbox is real big.
Oh
The
wow.
arena's real big compared to the last one.
Yeah, she fills up like 4 whole squares.
So you could potentially hit her from anywhere then, if she was in the center.
She's thick.
Yeah, you can hit her from any one of these 16 squares, which is important.
Probably super important.
So I hope you're really good at getting the boss to stand in exactly the correct spot.
Exactly in the middle. Find the right pole spot.
I think it's going to be right here.
That's what I did all last year.
Alright, let's do a countdown.
Let's go for it. You do every time. That sounds scary.
Red wide.
See, they give you something to pre-shield.
I have no idea what this is.
I put all my cooldowns. Okay! That was just 3.
I don't think it was
that
enough cooldown.
That was 3 cooldowns.
Wow.
That was all. That must be like a
Shared,
I guess
maybe?
a share.
It's
Yeah,
either
or
shared
involved.
or something that you can dodge.
Those look like
You
they're gonna be
moved-
squares.
Oh, these look different.
Probably from here. Oh.
This
here.
looks like
oh.
this looks like
I'll
Bomberman.
get close. Someone get far.
There's a safe spot over here.
Uh,
That was not safe, was it?
Guys, watch out for the floor.
did not look safe.
Oops.
No. Numbers.
Oh no.
Hey, numbers.
Limit
Oh,
cut.
no.
Just what we use in numeration. Is there a Mario Kart as well?
Oh, it's a big drum.
Oh, just 1, 2, 3. And it's just limit cut. Oh, you're gonna get to like the
Just
next
limit
5.
cut, as though that doesn't unlock trauma.
Look how big those cones are.
It's just
They're
90.
45.
We'd like make her go around in a circle twice, I guess.
Yeah.
See, that's not 8 ways though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of 8 ways. You just switch with your partner or something.
You would have you do A, B, C, D, and the rest of the party Mario Karts around the middle to dodge.
Ooh.
So it's like
marker.
A would be 1 and 5, B would be 2
Small
and
stack.
6.
Why not just do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2?
Oh, if you have time.
I think I have enough time.
She was schmoovin'. I don't know about that either. Yeah, it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4.
But it's like,
Do it.
yeah, five can wait south until the first one goes off and then move into position.
Are we doing them on numbers or cardinals?
I think only here this until further notice. These are the only marks that matter for limit cut.
Yeah. And then you guys got hit by a protean wave floor thing. Is that what happened?
Yeah, so she marked the ones she did initially.
And then I think she did between those afterwards.
She did, so the stacks need to dodge into the
I definitely
initial.
shouldn't be in the same triangle either, anyways.
Oops.
I
How
was
many
standing
stacks
my
was it?
ground.
Was it
Two.
2 stacks or what? Okay.
Is on the
We're
healing.
doing the light parties. Alright.
Yeah, I'll try to be closer to D and not like 3.
Let's get a shot. I'm gonna involve that, whatever that
yeah,
cone
do you
thing
think
is.
it's a split tank buster?
You wanna stand with me?
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah, just test it out.
Yeah.
Hold each other's
It
hand.
was like the first thing, right?
Second.
Yep.
Yeah, close
Yeah, 'cause
enough.
first was the raid
Yeah,
wide.
Okay.
How badly could it go?
I know.
Tanks die. Whee!
You should invuln anyway, and if I die, you'll know.
Okay.
That's true.
Does say synergy.
Alright, involvement. 1 cooldown.
Alright.
Ooh!
Well then. And it gets a
Although
nice
it did-
little bleed for
Oh,
good
you can
measure.
bleed.
Oh.
Woof.
Do you need a swap mid? Cast?
Well, it didn't take me down to 1 though, so looking at so I guess it was a shared. So I would have gone down to 1 if it was my. Would have killed me. Oh,
So we're rotating left, right? Clockwise?
We know how to play video games.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 in their positions.
Maybe everyone else is south. Oh, I'm gonna die.
Everyone can't be south.
Everyone else can be south. That doesn't.
And now everyone who's not doing a thing just runs around the middle. 3, 4. And actually, I'm going to put those markers closer in.
Ethereal exchange. This is probably good. No.
no, this is the one that gave me the stack marker on my head.
She had a
Ooh,
buff
this is
just
new.
now.
Ooh, what?
Circles.
Circles together?
Aiming. Yeah,
Oh.
probably.
Yeah, this is literally Dunscape.
Oh,
This is End Singer because
Yeah.
it had the donuts, but it was swapping who had what.
Energy. That sounds like another tank buster.
Oh, it's a double.
Oh,
Hits
Hmm.
both tanks with AoE around them. Alright, so I'm gonna make these numbers a little easier to get
so looking
to.
at the battle log, I got bleeding and magic vulnerability up, and placeholder just got bleeding, so that is going to be some kind of swap.
Okay.
Alright, hang on a second. Let me grab this very important meme picture.
So 3 donuts, 1 stack, and then 4 get out markers.
No,
And it looked like my marker switched because I had a get out marker, then it turned into a donut.
the circle donuts are tethered to each other. So they'll
No.
swap, like,
No, I was tethered to a rock. I think.
Yeah, like I had a fire one and it became a donut, but I had one of those lines coming out of me, so, or one of the tethers rather.
Mhm.
yeah, everybody with a marker has a tether, I'm sure. Right? I saw 2 donuts and 2 balls that were tethered to each other. So, if there's other mechanics, then you had somebody had a stack marker. Were you tethered to anybody?
No.
I
Okay.
say I had a donut and I don't think I was tethered.
Alright, I have a request for this poll for science. Just for some really, really easy science. I'm gonna move these just a little bit out so it makes running around a little bit easier. Don't mind my person getting this here. For that first tank buster, whatever thing, let's see if everyone getting hit splits the damage.
No way, because it gives a bleed. There's no way.
Saying. You think they would actually force us to use an invuln and savage right off the bat?
Well, did you cool down? Because I cooldowns and I didn't.
I didn't use anything and I hard died, but it could
Oh,
be that I
well,
need to use
no,
something.
you're supposed to pop
That's
everything.
why.
Well, we were doing for
Everything.
science, alright? No one said to do that. We just said to try to split it.
It only did 110,000 any cooldown.
I expected you to think like you could at least use Sheltron.
You should do yourself a favor for the rest of this tier and never assume I'm gonna do anything that makes sense on a class like this.
All right. Well, this time both of you split it and pop at least Sheltron and also Rampart.
Yeah. I'll cover him too for good measure.
Not recommend that.
Is that not how that works? Alright, fine, whatever.
You cover approximately 0 times in any tier ever.
Ooh,
I'll use intervention on him. There we
could
go.
he cover and hallowed ground and like no bleed?
Probably.
No. Cover works in the least favorable way that you can imagine it working.
Well,
Isn't
to,
that used to work?
to Salenta's point, most obvious is have the donuts stack with the stack marker, right?
Well,
Well,
except
the-
they're going to swap.
The future donuts.
Right.
Stack.
So yeah.
So you just have to look and see who you're tethered to.
What?
Huh?
I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
I know I
Right.
did not hear what you
Uh,
said.
Are we having the rocks out space the dynamos?
Yes.
The donuts?
So
Okay.
so rocks go to the far corners. Just go drop them out in the middle of nowhere. I'm throwing these out so you can see where you're running.
Like away from the stack or not?
Away from the stack.
So then where's the stack?
In the middle?
Dead
the-
center.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
all the donuts?
I mean, if we stack on like the bosses,
3?
if we stack at max melee on the bosses, butt, and the stacks go
Sure,
to
we can
A
have.
and B, towards A and B, they might be able to keep up time.
Sure. We'll say rocks at A and B then. That's pretty normal.
Were the rocks just like damage or were they meteor types things?
They're just huge damage that will likely
Okay.
kill anyone who's taking any other mechanic.
Like flares? Is that?
I don't think it's
No,
distance
I think it's
based.
just-
Oh, it's just damage.
They're just huge,
Okay.
huge AOE's.
Yeah, I had one of those regular red markers over my head that denotes that I'm going to get an AoE puddle dropped on me.
Yeah.
It's a yellow circle with a rock-looking thing in the middle of it. It looks like a marble to me, but
Are you talking about the debuff?
The one above their heads.
no, the icon over your head.
I'll look at it more closely this time. I thought it was just a red circle.
The red circle is the donut.
Hmm.
There's like, or purplish, reddish, purplish, whatever. Donuts, and the rocks were yellow, bright yellow.
So, do we want to stay loosely spread there so that we can see what everyone has and what you're swapping to?
Yeah.
So loosely spread around clocks.
Oh. What do you mean when it starts?
We just span out around the bottom.
Or something, yeah, because you need to see who you're tethered to see what you're going to have.
We can do quick march positions just right near the back of the boss.
Just spread out.
I'm giving you a look.
Okay. They're so useful.
No.
Oh.
Because then I gotta relearn my position, because I'm like, no, I'm not doing a quick march. Get the shit out of here.
You are L1.
No, I'm not, because we're not doing that. Moving on.
All right, let's get another pull in, and yeah, just drop the limit cuts on 1, 2, 3, 4. Everyone else, just keep running in a circle, and then when it's your time to drop a thing, you stop. Or I should say, when your thing is coming up, you stop. So we'll start at 3, and as soon as the first cone happens, the party runs to 4. 1 and 2 should be pre-positioned.
Why don't we start at 4? Just
Sure, whatever.
Run.
Because 4 might get cleaved by 1.
It depends on one, but yeah, that 3 is probably safer just in case.
It really should not be a problem.
Well, you
I
can
would
start
agree.
wherever you want as long as you stop on your way marker.
Alright.
Oh, there's a bleed though.
That's a hefty bleed.
Bleed takes spurt. Holy cow.
It's got hands.
4 safe. Step clockwise.
Wow, we did a mechanic. We're such gamers.
Loosely spread. In your clocks. Or whatever. Look at who you're tethered to. Donuts in the middle.
We go into A. Also, it looks like there's 4
No, we're
rocks.
switching.
Oh, they switched.
Yep.
Oh, they swapped.
Ah,
I'm like, no,
That
no, no.
did 66,000 damage.
Are we doing donuts at 3 or donuts in middle?
Sorry, I
Well,
forgot we
there
were
were-
doing it with 3.
There
That's
are
on me.
There are 4 rocks apparently. I saw 4, so
Yep.
Ow.
That
it
is.
should be donut dead center. Everyone else in the corner.
Did everybody see who they were tethered to? Because maybe it's DPS tethered to tank healers.
I was tethered to a tank.
I
I had
some
no
of the
tether.
stuff.
I also had no tether.
Same, no tether.
Are all the people with no tethers rocks?
No, I was
Nope.
circle with no
Yeah.
tether.
I was circle with no tether.
Who were the other no tethers?
I was a rock and I had a tether, and I was tethered to a circle. Donut.
Did
Is that what
Same.
we mean by circle? Is that
Did you have a tether, Kane?
because the rock is also a circle?
I did. Yeah, I had a tether. I had
Yeah, we were tethered together.
Okay.
I was tethered with somebody else.
Yeah, we'll just have to pay attention every time. No cheese.
But I had the stack marker and I was like, oh wait, I need a stack. And then I was like, wait, it's switching.
I think I was tethered to you.
So if you have a donut, but you have the tether, you should run out. And if you have
And
the
I
rock
don't know
and
what
tether, you should run in.
I don't know what priority we're using for spreading out.
Well, hang on, because there's a stack, right? So it's not necessarily the case that you should run out if you have a tether with a donut, if you're swapping with the stack person.
That's true.
I'm pretty sure if you end up with a rock, you will never have the stack. So donut and stack are the same thing in this case. This is, as was mentioned, literally end singer.
They looked huge too. So if we stack on 3, I feel like we might clip whoever's at D or C.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do dead center, and I think
Oh.
the rocks need to go all the way to the corner.
I was standing right here. My explosion went to about here.
That's a little spicy.
Alright. Well, that's fine. I mean, so if you're on the marker, you definitely won't clip the middle. And if you are, like, here, you might clip the middle. Right?
Yes. I was gonna say is, if we have the 2 people with rocks come back here.
4 people.
No, if we have the 2 people with the rocks who are ranged, go into the corners. The party stands on 3. Then the 2 people who are melee, who get tethers, can go north, and maybe be in melee range. Now I don't know exactly what the breakdown is of who gets what yet. It seems like 4 people with. So Carrot, you and I both had rocks. That's 2 DPS with rocks. Who else had rocks?
I had a rock.
I ended up with the
But
rock.
I was tethered to Tam, so Tam had the real rock, and I had the stack.
Who?
Okay.
who the
I had the
rock
rocks that
explode
turned
on? I don't give a shit what you started with.
Okay, so then Tam had a rock.
So it looked like in that sample size of 1, all 4 DPS ended up with rocks. Correct?
Please don't write a paper on it with that sample size.
Yeah, n equals 1's not a good look. Let's get more n's.
Alright, well, let's get more polls then. Until we can get definitive conclusions, let's just drop them in the corners.
At least n equals 2. Let's go for that.
We're stacking at 3 or in the middle?
Dead center, for now. We'll worry about uptime strats once we steal them from someone else.
Okay, I'll decide. Over here.
That's fine. My bad.
Limit cut.
Oh, that's bad. Some of us are gonna get 2 limit cuts.
Lots of shields. You can do it.
What's the problem? Now what? Who's 5?
And only 3 of you spread out.
Jeez, what a jerk!
Like, just spread out.
Huh.
Stuns you at the end of it. or
Let's get another poll.
Sorry, I dodged the wrong way and I realized the last second. Here we go.
Loose spreads.
Do not stack up, Economy.
Oh, and then there's a what?
Oh, she's doing a thing. I was
Protein?
like, why did that kill me?
She was doing the 2 side
Yeah.
cones, so we can't stack middle.
We just have to know if she's doing front, back, or sides.
Yeah, I mean,
First,
you can,
and then you switch to the next one, yeah.
you can still stack middle, but not like dead center. If she's
What?
doing,
Good.
if she's doing like front back, then you just send like just to the left of middle or just to the right of middle. But that also means that the people with the rocks need to, like, it looks like the cones are 90 degrees. So
Yeah, you have to split the corner.
yeah,
It's
so
easy enough.
like
Just need to know.
yeah.
What's the tell for if it's sides or front back?
I think it's like she
She-
angles her tail and head.
No, she has 2 balls on her
Wow.
hands.
Oh,
The
And-
red things.
Yeah, there's 2 balls either in front of her or to the sides of her.
okay, so this is like Cloud of Darkness.
Gross.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for it, I guess.
You gonna call which is dangerous or which is safe?
I'll call what she's gonna... I'm gonna call what's safe. Yeah, that makes more sense, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'll call safe.
You don't have to all the way go due east.
No, not in this particular pattern.
Oh, really?
Oh, I don't remember.
Where you stand? Oh yeah, that's right. Haha.
Alright. Wall.
It does damage.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then it hits the rest of the party. Yeah, alright, cool.
Yeah, we're ready to go back to T, huh?
Yeah.
Pre-shields, pre-heals.
Well, at least have
Being-
us at full. I
being-
think we'll be
being at least
okay for
topped
a
off.
full.
Yeah, it only does about 55.
Yeah, but we can't just.
Do we have to get
We can't be
healed?
sitting
To,
at like 10%.
Oh,
do we have to get healed to full?
No.
Because we're getting a debuff from that.
The debuff just says you can't get hit more than once without. If you get hit by a second one, you're definitely dead, is what it says.
Nah, it just stuns you if you can buy a second one. If you're a tank, at least.
Wow, tank
Privilege, yeah. It just stuns for like 10 seconds.
Imagine taking 55k twice and surviving.
Instead of going due west there, can you go as close to 3 as you can safely? Because we're gonna rotate clockwise anyway.
Everyone adjust the black mage. Must be nice.
Oh, they use Luna for that. Yes, it takes too.
Limit cuts. Loose spreads. Sides are safe.
Oh, this is bad.
Did she do both, or was sides not safe?
No, you do sides first, then you do.
Okay,
I
so-
may have killed everybody because I was going to a corner and then I saw somebody there and tried to adjust.
I
Oh,
definitely killed someone.
Who got the balls that time?
I got a
Cannot,
ball.
I had one.
I got a ball at B.
Just type
So-
type in
I had
chat,
one.
please.
Data point is 2 for all DPS or tanks and healers.
Yeah. So we just let's assume going on that it's going to be one or the other, like DPS mid or tanks healers mid, so we can pre-pick our spots. And I think we should do our normal 8 ways rotated clockwise in the corners. So I will be going to D if I get a ball.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'll be going to B. Because I got 1. Alright, let's do it.
Loose spreads. Sides are safe. Go to front back.
I don't know why I thought someone said that the ranged were going to DNC and the melee were going to AMB. That's
swap.
fine. I thought I heard that somewhere.
You did. But we changed it.
Ray, I do not alter it further.
Carcosa stand is bad. Alright, what is this? Tethered. Oh, this is the thing where we,
This is the parasite.
Oh, the debuffs look different too.
You're gonna lose control of your bodies in 5 seconds.
Oh shit. So left side.
up.
Oh.
Thanks.
Oh, it's back versus front. That's gross.
Oh, it's first
Yeah,
too.
so-
It's both.
Yeah, it's both. So it looks like for that one, we probably just want to have it like where we're doing a line along the diagonal.
Oh no.
So they're swapping with each other?
Yeah, so these are
So this
pluses
would
and
be safe?
X's.
Where I'm standing?
Maybe. Nope.
I've been wrong
Decidedly
before.
not. This is not safe.
Alright, so I think that the way we're going to need to do this fight is, oh, yeah, balls and stacks. That's going to need to be light parties with balls and stacks. Yeah, maybe we're going to need to do, Battleship,
Buster.
where it's like, okay, C4 is safe. A2.
So, let's talk about the parasite thing really quick. All I saw was what mine did. Some of the people were saying there's other things.
Mine was normal.
Same as normal mode?
Mine was normal. I don't know. Other people's went backwards.
I would
There's only two
tether to
debuffs,
the
right?
wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
was
said the
tethered. Oh god.
Sorry. Slante, were you tethered to the wing or the snake?
Oh.
I guess
Oh,
it was the
I
left.
was tethered to the wing and it went behind me.
that makes sense
I was tethered
because
to the wing as well.
when she does her front back cleaves, the front is the snake and the back is the wing.
Okay. I was like, wait a second. Can I get the head on the left? Oh shit! But let's worry about that later. It doesn't sound like it so far.
Yeah, so I think setting that aside, we can do this like all really close to melee range. So assuming that like the boss is, right here, we can just have people like spread along this thing, like standing on these little diagonals or something, facing into the part where she's going to cleave, basically like facing this way or turning around and facing the other way. And then as soon as it goes off, running across, because there's as soon as she releases, or as soon as you fire off the thing, you need to get to the other side for the second cleave.
Was that the sequence? It was her, us, her?
It was you're stunned. She does the first cleave, and you shoot your little thing, and then it released people, and then she did the second hit.
Okay. And so, when
There's-
if it's side safe, you just face either at her or away from her, right? And sit in the side.
Yeah. There's another inspired by DSR strats. There's another like cursed way of doing it, which is like east. Everyone always faces east, but whether you stand, actually no, that's not going to work.
Was it 4 and 4 for the?
It should be 4 and 4.
Yeah.
Not everyone was alive.
What if like we had like 2 lines? Everyone who has the forward debuff stands in front. Everyone has the back debuff stands in the back, and then everyone just looks the same way. Like,
I mean, that's mostly along the lines of one of the solutions we're gonna have to go with.
Yeah, I was gonna say the people who have the front one stand like inside the hitbox so that theirs goes through the boss, and the people with the back one stand maybe outside of the hitbox so it goes behind.
I think Carrot was getting to the thing, right? Where if everyone's standing east, it's just they're facing just on the other side, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, so it's
4
like
people are going to be on her east side, or 4 people on her west side, or north or south, depending on if she's doing sides or front or back.
but it should be along the diagonal, right? So it's like
Yeah, sure.
like well, here I'm gonna move the D marker real quick. Like if you have the left facing one, or whichever one means that you're shooting forward, right facing one. Okay, if you have the right facing parasite, then you go to the D square and you face west. And if you have the left facing one, you go to the C square and you face west. And you dodge along that diagonal.
To clarify something, because I think that's probably unnecessary. What is the reason? Is there any reason why you actually have to be on a particular side? You can just face in or out, right? You can control which way it's going to go off.
Yes.
Yes.
But what we're shooting them, we're making sure that people are standing so that they can jump across the cleave quickly, and also not standing on top of each other where you might accidentally clip someone.
But
Right.
wouldn't it be better to stand on top of each other? Like have everybody with the same debuff stand on top of each other?
If you are literally on top of each other, then someone is going to be in front of someone else.
if we're like, okay,
Like, you could just stand on one of these squares, like one person per square.
Is that close enough to the inner cardinals?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's overcomplicating it, but
Well,
anyway.
the part that I don't like is there's no reason why the people with the left wing need to go to specifically to D. They can go to D.
It doesn't.
It makes no difference at all.
As long as you're facing the right way, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to spread out the people so that...
We need to spread out this way, though.
Right, you need to spread along the diagonal.
And some people can even be up north. That's fine, too. Like, we can just be in an X, sort of under the boss.
Sure, as long as it doesn't ever, like, cross over to the other side of the X. That's fine.
Yeah, you can, like, if I'm northwest, I can either point mine north or west, as long as I just don't point at the party.
Yep, seems fair. And, yeah, I guess, as long... Personal responsibility for solving that mechanic is also a fine solution, as long as people are on the diagonal.
So even before that, though, there was like 2 different mechanics that wiped us along the way. Are we gonna go over those at all?
Yep.
Who
What were they?
Alright, let's just pull.
So, the one of the ones was for the, once again, the circles and the donuts. Circles are going to your 8-way spread position, rotated clockwise for tanks and healers, and they've already called out which spot they're going to. What was the next one?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. We're just gonna have to pull and get back to it.
Sure. Yeah, seeing it more often is not going to hurt.
It wasn't good though, and I'm sure some were.
Well,
like,
there's one that had
difficult.
like pluses and X's that were on tethers, and someone's just gonna
Oh,
have to
yeah.
find what the safe spot is. We just need a galaxy brain in here, you know.
What was the tank spot called again?
It was a shorter name. Like this one is just called Synergy. Was the one that was a swap.
That sounds about right.
So it gave me a Magicum. magic up.
By the way, Panheimer might be good for that.
Which one?
Panheimer.
We have to go far.
For which attack?
The tank with the bleed.
Panheimer for tanks?
Do you not remember what your abilities are called? Or?
Anaheim is the AoE one.
Yeah. I would much rather that be used on the party than on tanks.
Oh yeah. Like this part.
It would be great here, yeah.
I mean, each person only gets hit once here.
Yeah, I think I'll spread it.
Loose spread. Sides are safe. Swap.
Yeah, this is the swap.
Tank swap.
I'm slow raising.
Ooh!
That's just like
I have Swift in 3 seconds.
Alright, I gotta use more cooldowns for that.
Raid wide.
Don't move, Slinta. Okay.
Wings shoot backwards, snake shoots forward. Get sides. Front back. A lot of
That was our
crown
first
shame.
time doing it.
Exchange. Watch your tethers. Oh no, this is plus signs, sorry. I'll see what I can do here. Oh god. This spot right here. This is the one. You gotta trust.
Nope, I don't trust.
You gotta trust.
You're so dead.
Oh, it's a spread.
Okay, no one got it right. Whatever.
No, I think their square was fine.
Our square was fine, and there's just a lot of
It was
AoEs
their
on
AoE
us.
Yeah, there's a spread.
Wait, there
That
must be two
mechanic is
save
cursed,
squares.
bro. Absolutely cursed.
Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 dark domes.
Yeah.
What the heck? What the heck? Were there 5 people on that square?
Yep.
How big?
So,
There must be two safe squares, and we just spread in the corners of the two
Corners
safe
of the 2 square. Oh my god.
I mean, it was a little bit out. You could probably run out, but it's not.
Look, this might be every man for himself. I might be able to find 1 safe square eventually, but 2? Come on.
But then we
I'm-
need to spread to
Really?
the corners. Like, we need to put like tanks and healers in one box, and then the DPS in the south box. Or something.
All right.
I'm saying
this is
finding those boxes is not easy.
this is not an ultimate fight. There's got to be just like a finite number of patterns, or at least a simple algorithm. So it looked like there was always 2 in the corners, right?
It's 2 crosses and 2 X's, right? Or,
Yeah,
2
there-
crosses and 2 X's.
There's a plus and an X, and they're always tethered to each other. A and D each had 1, right? So it will always cover 2 of the diagonal. Or sorry, I should say there will always be 1 diagonal from B to D or from A to C will always get hit. So, and then also because there's a plus, 1 of the edges will always get hit. So from A to D and from A to B will always get hit, or from B to C and from C to D. So 1 of the walls will always get nuked, and 1 of the diagonals will always get nuked. So setting that aside, then there was one at the square to the left of B, and there was one at C. And that was the thing that made the difference. So, in the case where it was the one to the left of B ended up as a cross, and C ended up as a plus, all of the edges would have ended up bad, and then the two safe spots. Actually, no, that couldn't be, right? Because then there would only be one safe spot, which would be the one that we were all standing in.
Yeah.
The edge on the left side would have been safe.
How much did the Dark Dome do?
Dark Dome did 50,000 damage
Each time?
for each hit.
Okay, well, safe to say that's not